Hello everyone, welcome on in. Today I'm going to be showing you my Dante build. Now this build evolves around headshots and weak point damage, along with Cyte 9's evade. Quick review over Dante's abilities. His passive Noctua scans targets, recording information for your codex and also increasing the status chance by 50% on fully scanned targets. His first ability, his Noctua, his Exalted Tome, which is going to be our main damage dealer for this build. Lightverse, his second ability, grants us our Overshields, which you cast that twice. Then his fourth ability, and it grants you an overall sum of 10,590 overshields, which caps at 5,000 or 50,000, 52,950. Yeah, can't speak. And his third ability, Evade, which I have subsumed over Dark Verse. You jump backward and become invisible for a short duration. Killing enemies on their weak points extends the duration. And it also is another way to heal, besides what you pick up for equilibrium. For the Arcanes, we will be using 2 yellow Tau-forged shards for casting speed, and then 3 red Tau-forged shards for ability strength. For the build itself on Dante, in the aura we have Worthy Camaraderie. Squad receives 75% weak point critical chance. Preparation in the Exilus slot, so you have 100% energy on spawn to help cast your shields instantly, along with initiating evade and enabling your Noctua. Primed Flow for the energy boost. Arcane Intensify because we will be restoring health constantly to give us more strength boost. Blind Rage, Transient Fortitude for more strength. Narrow-Minded for the duration. You can pretty much, you can probably run just normal continuity here. I have this in case, like, I believe, I don't know if it actually works with my Panzer, but I have it there just cuz. Augur Secrets for more ability strength, and then Equilibrium for energy management. For the Arcanes, I'm running Arcane, God, I can never pronounce this correctly. Crepuscular? At rank 5, while invisible, you gain more ability strength and a 3 times final critical multiplier. And then Arcane Velocity to increase the fire rate for your Noctua. On this build, Worthy Camaraderie and the Arcane Crepuscular are from Warframe 1999. The easiest way to get the Arcanes is the caches or buying them from Eleanor, but you have to be maxed rank with the Hellovania Syndicate to purchase from Eleanor, or you can farm the caches. And the easiest way to farm the caches would be the Assassinate mission, where not only the boss drops an arcane, but you also get a cache or cache in the mission as well that you can get. So a possibility of 2 arcanes dropping, or 2 guaranteed chances to get this arcane. For the secondary, you can run anything, but you mainly want to have Cascadia Flare. So to help boost Noctura's fire damage or heat damage. And for the Noctua build, we're running Hornet Strike for the 220% base damage, Merciless Gunfight for critical damage and punch through, Pistol's Gambit for critical chance, Prime Target Cracker for 100 for the critical damage, Primed Convulsion for electricity, Prime Heated Charge for the heat, Pistol Acuity for the weak point damage and weak point critical chance, and then Pistol Pestilence for the toxin and status chance. The status mods will give you Corrosive Heat and Slash. And for the Panzer build, I am running Momentous Bond. For when I kill Eximus units, I get my 120% bonus of a random element to my companion. And killing Eximus units also helps revive the companion faster. Duplex Bond for energy management and more pets. Vicious Bond to help strip armor. Contagious Bond. When my companion kills an enemy, it spreads status effects. Tenacious Bond, headshot kills reduce companion recovery time, and if my companion's critical chance is over 50%, then you gain another 1.2 final critical damage multiplier. Calculated redirection to get my companion's shield over 1,200. Reinforced Bond if my companion exceeds over 1,200 max shields or over shields, then the fire rate is increased by 60%. Synth Deconstruct. Enemies injured by my companion have 25% increased health orbs dropped, which more energy management. Viral Quills to spread viral. And then Fetch to gather drops. Now for his weapon, I am running Bite to get that critical chance up and critical damage. Sepsis Claws to increase his toxin damage. Hunter Synergy to decrease the critical chance even more. Radon Claws to throw radiation onto him and increase the critical damage. Maul to increase his base melee damage, precision conditioning to boost his slash damage even more, swipe for that nice, got swipe for the nice AoE, and help spread the vicious armor stripping, and immunity resistance to help boost his status damage. And for the stance, I run Frenzied Posture to keep him around and moving, and to AoE as much as possible. Build is very simple, and it tears through most units. I have not done level cap with it, nor will I. If you want to, go for it. From my experience with messing with this build will pretty much tear through any type of unit. There are instances where you will run out of energy if there's a lack of mobs. Or certain boss fights where it's very time consuming. Now, you won't run into packs of Xmas units like this, but just an example of how powerful this build is and how quickly it tears through enemies. Even sentients don't stand a chance. Now, if your pet does go down, you will feel the reduced fire rate. But in a normal mission, if there's a lot of enemies, your pet literally stays infinitely up. This build will also pretty much nuke all of the I forget what they're called. The acolytes. The only one you'll have issue with is violence, and that's because he disables basically all your abilities. But because you're invisible, you negate Malice's self-harm debuff she puts on you. And a lot of the Eximus debuffs.